Hey everyone, it's Friday. It's finally Friday. You know what that means? I'm on Facebook. And for many of you, you have given me questions in my inbox with the hashtag KatieFAQ or Hey Katie, here's my question. And that is wonderful because it was really easy for me to scroll through and find some questions that are very similar and put them together. So we're doing a 2-for-1 kind of situation. And sorry if my video has been like warbly. I think I may have fixed it. The YouTube capture, which is like the bane of my existence right now. Hey, you could really help me out, by the way. If you know of an app that easily uploads to YouTube that doesn't have as many glitches as YouTube capture, that'd be awesome. Let me know. Because I'm always trying new apps and sometimes they give me trouble. Remember when I was upside down for like a week? That was not awesome. Okay, so anyways, without further ado, I'm in Facebook today and I have 3 questions that I'm going to answer. And the first one is something that I haven't given much thought to, and I haven't heard this before, so I figured maybe you guys are hearing this a lot. And the question is, do people with EDNOS recover more quickly than those with other eating disorders? And the answer is no. Nobody with any eating disorder recovers more quickly than anybody else with an eating disorder. It honestly, in my opinion, is based on 2 things. The time that we have in treatment, how much time we can get through insurance or the amount of money we can afford and all of that stuff, and the quality of treatment. So about the treatment. Then the second thing is our motivation to get better. And so somebody may recover more quickly because they're very motivated, because maybe they've already tried outpatient and tried partial, and now they're into inpatient. So they may be more motivated by now. So anyway, that's just a short answer to that. No, nobody gets better faster. If you're more motivated or if you have more time in treatment, I'm sure statistically speaking, even though I haven't done any studies on this, that if you have more time and you're really motivated, you would get better more quickly than others who didn't have those things. On to question number 2. It says, question! Exclamation point. What is going to happen if I'm forced to go to mental health help and I don't want to be there? Getting better won't happen if I don't want it to, right? They won't be able to do anything, right? Have you ever had people who didn't really want to be there? What happens? Now, there's a couple things, and this is just in the States. And if any of you are in other countries and you know about your specific laws, just leave a comment and say UK or Germany or Norway or wherever you are, and let us know what the rules are there. Because as far as the United States mental health system goes now, I, as your therapist or a parent, if you're under 18, can put someone on a 72-hour hold. So 3 days in the hospital. We can put you on what we call a 5150, which means we worry that you're a danger to yourself or you're a danger to someone else, and we will hospitalize you for 3 days. Other than that, as far as treatment centers and any other treatment in general, you can't be forced. I mean, if you're under 18, your parents may be able to put you in, but you don't have to stay. I've never heard of anybody being forced. When I worked at any of the eating disorder clinics, even the hospital I worked at, no one was, unless you're on a hold in the emergency room or in the psych ward, they can't hold you against your will. They aren't locked facilities. You can leave. Sure, it might be hard for you to get out of there, but if you had a friend come get you, they couldn't hold you. And yes, I agree that if you don't want help, being there may not be as beneficial for a while until you get on board and decide that you do want the help that they're there to offer. But just give it a try. I know it's scary and I know you don't want to be forced, but who knows? It may be a great experience. It may actually help change your life. So at least be open to it, okay? I know it's hard. And the last question, number 3. Hey, Katie, I'm finding myself in a constant destructive cycle. If I'm in recovery for my self-harm, my eating disorder spins out of control, and vice versa. Do you have any advice on how to control both of them at the same time to stop them and myself from spinning out of control? And I hear this all the time. And to be honest, it's very common and it's very normal. When we get rid of one coping skill, let's say our self-harm, our eating disorder goes crazy because we're not using that coping skill, so this one has to compensate, and vice versa. Do you see what I mean? So it's almost like we're on a teeter-totter of behaviors. But if we use my workbook, please get on my website, download my workbook. If you use that first task where you start talking back to the self-harm voice or the eating disorder voice, and you start journaling, taking the time to journal so you figure out what purpose it is that your self-harm and your eating disorder is serving you. Because we all know it's not actually about the self-harm, it's not actually about the food, it's what it represents to us. Is it control? Is it being in control of the pain? Is it a way to put ourselves down? Is it a way to cope with bullying? What are we doing? Is it coping with the stuff that's going on at home that feels really out of control and this is the only thing that we can control? I mean, those are just some of the things off the top of my head, but take the time to think about it. Figure out what it means for you. And once you know what it's replacing, that gives you a huge nugget of information to talk to your therapist about and to process through. And also to try to find other healthy coping skills based on that thing. So if it's the stress at home, maybe I need to take a meditation class once a week and that will really help. Or journaling and venting about my feelings will really help. Those are just some ideas and things that might work for you. Art, music, all sorts of distraction techniques until we get a hold of that. But that's very normal. And it's because we have to figure out what it serves and we have to start coping in a different way. Okay? I hope that makes sense. And that is it for today. It's finally Friday. And don't forget, tomorrow it's Saturday. And who's working? This lady. I'm going to be doing a live broadcast with Andrea on the Google Hangouts like I always do. And it'll be streaming live at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to talk about back to school. What do we do? And also, Andrea's going to give some of her insights on the different levels of treatment, what they're like, how it differs, and maybe that will help you figure out what's best for you. So make sure to tune in tomorrow morning and have a wonderful Friday night. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Bye.